When I was little, I had an adverse reaction to the world around me. I was very sad, often. I cried a lot. I was in a very unhappy place. If I wasn't crying, I was laughing. Because people told me I had that variance in energy, like I was two extremities and I was so dramatic. Like it was either the most hilarious thing on earth or the worst thing that's ever happened. There was no happy medium. And so I took to the theater. It felt right to me, and it allowed me to use my imagination. It was a form of escapism for me. I could pretend that I wasn't who I was. I could pretend that life was not life. I could create my own environment, and I was safe there and free there, and I belonged there. For a child like me, it was a one-way ticket to glory. I went to Douglas Anderson. That experience changed my life. It revolutionized the way that I viewed the world, the way that I viewed people, the way that I interacted with people who were different from me. I was able to flourish there and make lifelong connections. To this day, my friends from Douglas Anderson, we are still working together, not just friends. We're not just still friends. We're still creating art together. I was in town visiting. I run into JaMario Stills in Burrito Gallery. JaMario Stills also attended Douglas Anderson, and he's important to me because he's the first Black kid I ever knew to leave and go off to Julliard. Fast forward in time, I wrote a one-woman show, and so I'm like, I have this one-woman show. I was wondering if you'd be interested in having a look. He said, send me the script.
She presented me with a play that she wrote, and I read it, and I immediately fell in love with it and said, please let me work with you on this thing. My friendship with Ebony Payne-English is safe. I say safe in the sense that we have a rhythm and there's a innate understanding of our process together without saying too much. And so for me, that's always fun because we could just play.
And On Purpose, it explores the journey of 9 different women who all are diagnosed with HIV. All of them have different stories and different encounters with the illness and how they've contracted it. And all of them have to still continue living life. It just explores femininity and the strength that lies within, the vulnerabilities that lies within, and some of the demons that we find within ourselves when we start to associate our identity with the opinions of others and with the concept of shame. And so On Purpose is about learning to love yourself with intent and as a purposeful act on a daily basis, and learning to love others with that same kind of intent and purposeful action. I want to empower women on a daily basis to be less afraid, to define what it is to be feminine for them.
The play is about an issue that ultimately affects everyone. I would like for the audience to deepen their knowledge about the situation. I'm inspired to know more. And so if people can walk away from this play, not only being entertained and engaged, but like excited, and then, hopefully, if you're moved, get involved. This is not a play to just come and get entertained and go home. This is a problem. I want you to act. I want you to do something.
On Purpose means everything to me. It's my return to the theater, coming back, writing a play, and writing a play that's as important and personal and relevant as On Purpose is, and being able to do it under the directorship of JaMario Stills, and being able to open it here in Jacksonville is me returning to all of the things that pieced me together when I was so broken, that mended me, that taught me about the world, how it really exists, and how I could make it for myself, define it for myself, and belong, like to be back with my tribe, and give something like this to the city, it means everything. It's everything.